No sun, all black curtains. Fuck it, dude. No sun, all black curtains. I'm a Christian, but I ain't perfect. I got power in my circle, so my circle is what hurts you the most.
I'm at the table today, and I know I stayed up all night last night and ended up doing another little I-Go video or what have you. But today I found a reason to come to the table. I got a message a few days ago from a Reddit user by the name of RuntPacket. RuntPacket. He's a cool guy over there on Reddit. He comments a lot. He helps a lot of people. So shout out to him. He's awesome. This entire video is his idea, and I'm just kind of doing it. Of course, all the opinions that I give are my own, but you know, the actual idea for this video, that credit definitely goes to him. He wanted to raise awareness on DIY e-liquid. I mean, just making your own juice. I feel like that's a sector of vaping that could be even bigger than what it is, and I feel that it's important because, I feel that it's important because, you know, if, you know, we are not able to fight off Big Pharma and Big Tobacco in Washington, D.C., you know, it's going to be like that zombie apocalypse that we started talking about when mechanical mods were first coming out. I think, yeah, the screwdriver was the first zombie apocalypse mod. I'm going to get this, and if anything ever happens, I know I have it. And then after that, it was the silver bullet, and that's still a bulletproof mod, and that's why they're still making them. I want a silver bullet to this day. I've never gotten one. I still want one. But that's beside the point. He sent me two things. First, he messaged me and said, how would you feel about trying D.I.Y. Gorilla Juice flavor? Well, I had never had Gorilla Juice before, ever in my life. So I wouldn't know exactly how to compare it or what to say about it, other than say what the juice tastes like. So he sent me out a tester of Gorilla Juice, as well as D.I.Y. Gorilla My Dreams. Both of these are 18 milligram strength. His label maker is awesome. I actually feel like I bought these. Of course, Gorilla Juice is all VG, 100%. And the Gorilla My Dreams is actually 93% VG and 7% PG. And I'm guessing that 7% comes from the flavorings that were used in it. But the base of it is still 100% VG. Now, that is a guess. I don't have this recipe. RuntPacket also told me to make sure that I let you guys know that this is not his personal recipe. He did not come up with this recipe, but it's one of, I believe it's one of his favorites. That's why he chose it. I haven't tasted either of these yet, so I don't know what to expect. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to look at them completely separately, and then if there's some sort of comparison after the fact, I'll compare them. But since I don't know anything about either one of these, I don't want to, you know, knock them head to head. And he also let me know that, you know, there are differences between the two juices, and it should be held on its own merit. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to hold Gorilla My Dreams to its own merit, and we're also going to take a look at Gorilla Juice, and we'll see what happens. I'm going to make a point not to redo this, and we're going to one-take hove this whole video unless something, you know, a variable happens. So let's get to it. I have my CCTS here. I put the Pro Clip on it so I can grip it and lay it down without any problems with that hole there leaking. I-Go is on the top. I'm going to load this up. We're going to start with Gorilla Juice since everyone knows, well, since most people, clearly not everyone because I don't know, but since most people know what Gorilla Juice is and most people have tried it. If you don't know what Gorilla Juice is, it is a tobacco flavor and it's 100% VG, like I mentioned before. The exact ingredients of Gorilla Juice are just supposedly a mystery. It's supposed to be tobacco with the right banana and some other secret flavors. Keep in mind, and I say this every time I have juice in my hand in a video, and I really do mean it, I'm not that great with juice reviews. I'm going to do my best, and as always, I'll keep it honest, and I guess that's a part of my honesty there. So, the coil I have in here is points. Oh, excuse me. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. The coil that I have in here is 0.7 ohms. It's wrapped around ceramic. That's going to make this very easy. So I'll be able to clean this on camera and just keep going with it. I'm going to do one continuous shot here. I have a fresh battery, partially fresh. It's at 4 volts right about now, so we'll say it's a fresh battery. And I'm going to give this a vape. That flavor is what? Okay. So this is what's happening here. This is my first tobacco juice in 3 years. Kid you not. This is my first tobacco juice since I was buying Newport from Inhaler. So, you know, I'm not a big tobacco guy. It's good. It's a slight nuttiness, but it's not overpowering. And that's a part of that tobacco flavor. Almost tastes like a pipe tobacco. I catch a little bit of the ripe banana, but really what I'm catching is sweetness. And it just brings me back to a good pipe tobacco. And as far as breaking down each individual flavor, that's just going to be impossible for me to do. I tell you what, for a 100% VG juice, these are 18 milligrams. The Gorilla Juice in particular, I've dropped my nic level to 12. So with 100% VG juice, I still should be able to take that throat hit. I can, but it is a very nice throat hit. I haven't had a throat hit like this in a while, and that's probably because I went to sweeter juices and kind of left tobacco flavors alone. So I'm going to take another vape, and let's see. It's good. There's something creamy in there, maybe some vanilla. There's a little bit of the banana. There may be like a hint of caramel. There's a lot of flavors going on, but I like it. I'm going to do something. Hold on, real quick. I'll be right back. Don't mind my shorts. All right. Sorry, had to go get something. Again, don't mind my shorts. So, this is the cap from last night's iGo video. I'm going to use it to compare vapor production. So far, what we have on the Gorilla Juice, the flavor, like I said, I'm not a huge tobacco I'm not a huge tobacco vapor. Sorry. But I really do like that flavor. So I'm going to give the flavor out of 10, I'll give it an 8. And that's just me personally. To take something I don't like and turn it into something I like definitely gets you extra cool points. And the complex flavor, every time I vape it, I've tasted something different, another level of flavor. So, this is a modified Bogue F16 Cardo tank that I use to just completely drown the wick in airflow and the coil in airflow. So I'm going to take a vape off of this and we're going to get to see some vapor production. Let's take the Pro Clip off. I'm still getting great flavor. Well, I'm not going to say great flavor. It did get muted a bit because there's so much air that's mixed in with it, but I'm still catching flavor. Thanks to that air, the throat hit has calmed down a bit. It's still, it wasn't overpowering to begin with, but it is a little calmer. But that vapor production, it is a 100% VG juice, so that vapor production is definitely there. So we're going to get into the Gorilla My Dreams. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Gorilla My Dreams. We'll get Alien Vision's Big Bank out of here, and we're going to do this for the DIYers. I'm going to dry burn this to get rid of this. I'm going to do this right on camera. While I'm doing so, I'll take a drink. Now, this is how I clean my wicks. You know, other people may do it differently, but I dry burn it until it flames, and then I lean it right over and let that flame take over the entire wick. I only do this with ceramic because I know the ceramic isn't going to burn. It's on fire now. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it is. And we're just going to let that juice burn off. While we do that, you know how people smell juice? That does absolutely nothing for me. E-liquid just does not smell like what it tastes like in most cases. Some cases it does, but in most it doesn't. So I'm going to tuck my wick back in here. And this ceramic does get hot. I mean, it was just on fire. I'm going to saturate this with some Gorilla My Dreams, and we're going to see how that goes. Now, I'm going to make a point not to compare this to the Gorilla Juice I just tasted, unless I absolutely have to. Is that fair? Alright. So, put my drip tip back on. Let's give this a vape. The flavors in this are, oh my god, they're definitely pronounced. Alright, you know how I just said I wasn't going to compare the two unless I had to? And I know there's vapor everywhere, I'm so sorry. But I kind of have to. Because, well, okay, this is what I'm getting from this. I'm getting a mild tobacco undertone. I'm getting a nice ripe banana sitting on top of the tobacco. And sandwiched somewhere in the middle, there's like cinnamon, maybe some caramel, maybe even, I don't want to say it's nutmeg, but it may be. For a DIY juice, I mean, this is amazing. If no one told me this was DIY and I just bought it, then I would think I found a good juice vendor. Wow. I'm actually surprised. I'm going to switch out these caps. Let's show some vapor production. As far as the throat hit goes, it is milder here. It's not as strong at all. It's just a smooth vape. Wow. I'm actually quite surprised. I really didn't think that I'd take a liking to this juice the way that I just did. Excuse me. I'm going to, let's play with some vapor. That's all I can say. 93% VG. Drip some more on there. Let's see what we get. excellent vapor. I'm still getting good flavor. I'm getting even more of the banana. I feel like I'm getting almost the same flavor from this cap as I am from the other one, which is surprising. I haven't had that happen with any of the other juices that I have. I am amazed. And okay, so let's just do that. Let's just go right into comparison because I can't not compare them anymore. I would have to do this video 2 different weeks because they are very similar in flavor. That's not going to stand up, which would be the reason why I had the pro clip here in the first place. All right, here's the thing. The Gorilla My Dreams tastes better, in my opinion, than Gorilla Juice. That doesn't mean that Gorilla Juice is bad. Remember, I just gave it an 8. I would put the D.I.Y. Gorilla My Dreams at an 8.5 for me. And remember, I like fruity or sweet vapes. So the banana is more pronounced in this one. It's a smoother vape. I like it more. Of course, I felt like I got more vapor production from Gorilla Juice. But I don't know. Maybe I killed my battery a little bit while I was dry burning. Who knows? It wasn't that much. If I watch it on tape, or when I watch it on tape, it's probably going to look exactly the same. RuntPacket mixed this himself, and he has the recipe. He wants to share it with you guys. So, this isn't something that you necessarily have to pay for as far as buying juice. But if you begin to get into DIY and buying bulk orders, definitely stop by Reddit. Speak to a guy named RuntPacket. Look for him. He'll be there. PM him, send him a message, and get this flavor. He's going to watch this video, and I hope that he puts a comment down there so you guys can see him. And if he does comment it, please like it to keep it up at the top so people can see it. I'll have his name in the description. He may have some more information like a link to the recipe or something like that. So, I mean, I'm all for DIY. And it's something that I'm going to have to learn to do. I haven't learned yet. I've been so busy figuring out rebuildables that DIY has kind of been pushed off, and I may not be the person in my circle of vapors who learns to DIY things. I may just let somebody else go that route. But I'm amazed that you can do that at home. And it kind of makes me think about my e-juice purchases a little bit. But there are still some flavors that you're just going to have to suck it up and buy. And it's more convenient to do so at times. So I understand that aspect. But if you want to get into DIY, Gorilla My Dreams is one of the recipes you definitely want to look for. Thanks so much again to RuntPacket. I think I've said his name 30 times. Look, guys, I'm Orel, also known as swaggtech. If you're not into DIY yet, definitely look into it. If you're interested, go for it. I'd say if you are into DIY, find this guy RuntPacket and get this recipe and mix yourself up a batch. This one was mixed on the 13th of February, and the Gorilla Juice was mixed on the 18th. So they've had equal steep time. No worries about that. Hey, I'm Orel, also known as swaggtech. I'm going to get out of here. I feel like this video was super long. Thanks so much for watching. Safe clouds.